Hello, everyone. Today we are here with Miss Monica Wiley, who is the representative from United Spinal, who joins us as they're supporting the Disability Awareness Experience event coming up September 24th. We're all really excited and have enjoyed all the help you guys are giving us. Monica, as I think anybody that knows you are doing a million things at one time. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how that has fed into both the event as well as just your role with United Spinal?
Sure. Well, first, let me say, Jessica, thank you for having me on the podcast this morning. And I'm very excited and delighted to represent United Spinal, as United Spinal is a partnership with the Disability Awareness Experience. And so I'm just delighted to be one of the representatives to support the event and be one of the liaisons for the event. So I serve as the vice chair on the United Spinal Association DC chapter and was recently selected to be on the board of directors for United Spinal. So I'm incredibly humbled and honored by that position and very excited about that experience as well and all that we're going to do to advance United Spinal. There's so many things, you're right. I have my hands in so many different pots. I wear so many different hats. And sometimes I wonder, Jessica, how do I do it? I would like to say that it is a part of my story, it's a part of my mission, my purpose, and the reason why I am very active in the cross-disability community, the work that we're doing, the advocacy that we're doing, the advancements that we're doing for us, because you can't do anything for us without us, right?
Right.
So I share all these different experiences and the work that I do in the disability world because of my story. So I'm just going to share briefly about my story, my connection to people with disabilities and why this is so important to me in terms of making sure that this event is one of the best events that we could ever put on in the DC area. So at 9 years old, unfortunately, tragedy struck my life, me and my family. I was 9 years old when a drunk driver tapped the tractor trailer that we were occupying because we were moving from the DC area to Richmond. My mother and biological father separated when I was 5, and my mother got remarried and married my stepfather, who drove tractor trailers for a living. And I had a baby sister. She was 3 months old. Her name is Jasmine. And so we were heading back up the road, and I was in the sleeping area that's behind my stepfather and my mother. My mother was in the passenger seat. And for some reason on that day, Jessica, I became very sleepy, which is normally not me because I am very aware of my surroundings. I always like to look at where cars are from, where they're going, where they represent, what state they came from. Because I know I got older.
Always on and always ready, just like this.
Yes. Yes.
This is like a build up to this because you are like always ready. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I said, when I get older, I can't wait to drive because if you get to explore different places and go to different places. Well, unfortunately, like I said, the drunk driver had too much to drink and tapped the wheel of the tractor trailer that we were occupying, and it swerved from left to right across the bridge, and it plunged over the bridge, falling 150 feet through a power plant. And then we were buried 1.5 feet deep into the ground. And so the body of the tractor trailer slammed on top of me, my mom, and 3-month-old sister. And my stepfather got ejected from the truck, and his neck was cut completely by the power wires that we went through. So when they seesawed the tractor trailer off of me, my mom and 3-month-old sister, my mom's chest and abdomen was crushed in by holding my 3-month-old sister, whose chest and abdomen was also crushed in. Her arm was out for me, and I had suffered, my back was split wide open. My body was fragmented, and I had suffered trauma to the spine. I was originally paralyzed from the waist down, but after I think it was about a month, a lot of the swelling had subsided around the spinal cord area, and I was able to feel below my legs, which is a whole nother story within itself. And so I am, very humbled and honored to say that I went from a wheelchair to a cane. So I walk with a cane. I do use a scooter when I have to walk long distance, of course, because it's better for me to do that than to stop and sit for a second and catch my breath and then, walk some more. But I am very grateful for the fact that I do have some mobility, but I bring my story and my experiences to the cross-disability community for advocacy, policy, and to be a beacon for so many others who have lost hope because of tragedy or what have you, as it pertains to our community.
Well, which is awesome. And, the event is going to be all about empowerment. We're going to be highlighting other activists in the community. We'll be highlighting some of the local artists with disabilities like Tyree.
Yes.
We are very excited about that. She's great. And I know that you know her. And Shannon Minnick is involved in the event, who is also just as constantly on as you, which is how I met you.
Yeah, she's fabulous.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of exciting people, but I feel like you've left some stuff out. I thought that you have got like a couple other million things that you're doing as well, correct?
I am. I did not expect to share that, but since you put me on the spot.
I thought that we said we weren't going to be rehearsed. We were like, no, we won't talk about what we're talking about. We'll just go with the flow. So
we are going with the flow. Yes. And I love that. So I will be launching a podcast starting in the new year. Very excited about the podcast. We are in the process of developing the title for it. The logo has been prepared and that's ready and good to go. So we are in the middle phases of developing the podcast, and it's just going to intersect everything that people with disabilities come across in our lifestyle. So it's going to intersect who we are as people with disabilities, our lifestyle in terms of dating, in terms of socializing, in terms of our religion, in terms of us being, in different types of clubs and different types of communities, such as I'm a fashionista. I love fashion. So I love to shop. So just all of that, the highs and lows of being a person with a disability, and really showing, I want my podcast to show the normalcy of people with disabilities. And when I talk about normalcy, I'm talking about when you hear certain words such as accommodations and accessibility, they automatically attach those words, those adjectives to people with disabilities. But accommodation and accessibility is for everybody. It's for everybody. Everybody needs an accommodation. Everybody needs access, because accessibility is access. That's the derivative word of accessibility. So I want to show how there's so much commonalities between individuals with disabilities and individuals without a disability, and how you can become disabled by one or two or several ways, either by tragedy, by birth, by playing sports, or by as we age, we tend to develop different types of disabilities. So disabilities isn't abnormal. It isn't something that should be looked at as, so delicate and so sensitive. We want you to be compassionate, but we also want you to see, I want you to be able to see me and you and vice versa. And so that's what my podcast is going to be about. And it's going to talk about everything that I have experienced from a child, from prior to being disabled to becoming disabled, how to see things in both lenses, the world of employment, how I was able to build my career in politics, and everything that encompasses people with disabilities and myself. So that's pretty much the gist of the podcast. I'm very excited to be sharing my story and to do that. And what else? I'm a DEI manager for the DCCC. And so that work is great work, shifting, doing more work into being on the board of directors and with United Spinal. So that's very exciting. I've always wanted to bring my advocacy and all of my skills and experiences into the advocacy world, and to be a representative in an organization that I have a disability with is an absolute dream. So very, very excited about that, and looking forward to everything else that's going to come with it. I see so much that's going to take place with me being with the organization. So very incredibly excited. And what else do I have going on? You're right, so much, so much. I'm also getting prepared to compete in a charitable competition. So there, I believe it was Miss USA that reached out to me about me wanting to compete, saw a couple of my pictures on Instagram and saw the fashion and all of that and said, hey, we think you would be, a great competitor for 2023. And so we would love for you to think about that and see, if you're interested. And so I was like, of course, to showcase my talent in fashion. Why not?
I know, I was going to say, they're doing applications now for Miss Wheelchair, Maryland and DC. I don't know.
They are.
I don't know. Have you already been a Miss Wheelchair?
So I'm the head judge for the competition. So very excited.
I feel like you might need to step down from that and step into that. And you remind me.
I think one of the criteria for that is that you have to be in a wheelchair, and I don't use a wheelchair.
Okay.
I walk with a cane. But thank you for mentioning that, because I am also the head judge for the Miss Wheelchair of Maryland and DC. So that's also exciting and rewarding. Shout out to Shannon Minnick for selecting me to represent the judges and to be fair and to be a part of that whole experience. So I've been doing that for several years and love it and very excited about it. So yeah, Jessica, just so much, but it's good. It's very good, and I love it.
What I love about you and the partnerships that you do with others, and obviously Disability Partnerships, is about making partnerships. Our founder, Tammy Mays Gauman, has started all of that. She brings, let me see exactly how she says it, because she was a victim of a gas explosion, and out of nowhere is now paraplegic, which has not stopped her at all. In fact, it has only pushed her to thrive and start this organization, which through my work at a hospital and her initiation into doing an adaptive fitness program got us getting together, and then her introducing me to Shannon, who introduced me to you. And Tammy is just all over the place as well. So I'm really looking forward to your podcast and when you have her on. I'm excited about that. Monica, you just are great, and you are the epitome of making partnerships in the disability community and otherwise. So I'm loving everything that you're doing. I'm loving the advocacy and of course the fashion. So there's that. I was like, I'm not sure about getting on camera with Monica. I'm not going to be the same presence, but you know what? That's good. That's balancing. That's fine. Yes,
because I need it because I can be pretty much a fireball, and this is a great balance. That's why I said, let's just go with the flow. Let's just let it flow.
Absolutely. All right. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about that you have coming up, or that's coming up in the community for people to get involved in? Obviously,
Sure.
Event.
Yeah. So of course the event. Please come out and come to this fabulous event that Jessica and all of the partners are doing for the Disability Awareness Experience. We are highlighting someone that is well deserving of an award and acknowledgement and recognition for all of his work. I will not say his name because you should just come out and just show some support and be around individuals that make up the United States, because there's going to be individuals that are disabled and individuals that are not disabled. And so that's what communities look like, right? That's what partnerships are about. And so you will have a fabulous time. It's going to be some fabulous music, fabulous food, fabulous just interaction. Of course, yours truly, Miss Monica Wiley, with all her fabulousness and flair, will be there. So we definitely look forward to everyone coming out and showing your support, being involved, giving donations, bringing everything that you have to this event, because it's going to be an exciting and rewarding event. I will say one other plug. I will be reintroducing my curbside voting bill for people with disabilities, Delegate Nicole Williams, who will also be making a presence later on. She has another event that she has to attend, but she will be pushing for the curbside voting bill that I had take place in Virginia that is very effective for people with disabilities. And that even includes women that are pregnant. So it's for individuals, whether it's permanent or temporary, and women that are pregnant because they develop temporary disabilities throughout their pregnancy. So it includes them. And so I'm looking to have that done in Maryland. This will make the second or third time that it is going to be brought up in the committee. It did get out of the first committee, and so we're definitely looking forward to it going further this year. And I'm fairly confident that it will become a law in 2023. So very excited about that. Please keep your fingers crossed. I would keep everyone apprised of the progress pertaining to the curbside voting bill, and I would appreciate your support in those efforts.
Absolutely. Well, come out, see all the work that's been done from Tammy for Disability Partnerships and Shannon representing Miss Wheelchair Maryland NDC, and our main sponsor, Metro Prosthetics, who has really put a lot of support into this event. So we're really excited about that. Of course, we have many other sponsors. You see just a few of their logos on the background. My background doesn't work, and it's kind of a touchy subject. So anyways, also checking out our website, www.disabilitypartnerships.org, and you can see more about the event, more about our sponsors. Our sponsors truly care about the community as a whole, and of course the disability community. So go ahead and check them out and come on out.
Yes, please come out. We look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, September 24th, downtown Silver Spring from 12 to 4. And I have a feeling they'll be sneaking into an after party after that, transitioning for everybody pumped up and wanting to carry on.
I mean, music just does something to the soul. It is, it's very uplifting. It's exciting. Oh yeah, so absolutely, there will definitely be an after party. It's definitely if you're around me and Shannon and you, Jessica, and a few others who love to definitely dance and get a groove on. So you may want to check it out because it's gonna be, it's gonna be pretty hyped. It's gonna be pretty good.
All right. Thanks, Monica, and I'm sure that we'll be doing some more chats with you soon. Hopefully, you will have some time for us because I don't know how you do it.
Of course, I can make time for you and all the partnerships. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Monica. And we will see everybody out at the event.
All right. See everyone at the event. Take care.